So you've done your employer brand project, you've got your EVP, you've got your pillars, you've got your toolkits and guidelines. What do you do next? One of the fundamental things you need to do is just get on with creating content. It's all well and good having a big PowerPoint slide deck showing that you have an employer brand and a toolkit that proves you have an employer brand and guidelines for recruiters who may be too busy to really digest those guidelines because they're too busy hiring people. So what do? You get on with creating content as quickly as possible. And that means talking to your employees. During a research phase, you would have unearthed a lot of interesting conversations with people and a lot of interesting topics. So don't leave that stuff in the PowerPoint presentation deck and in the toolkit. Actually find those people again and start having conversations. Ultimately, what you're doing when you're having conversations with those people is, yes, you're asking them to talk about their own stories and their experiences, but this isn't just about no day is the same type content. This is what it's like to work here content. The employer of choice type content. Yes, there is a place for that, but get your people talking about what they know about. And that is the work they do, the advice they'd give themselves a few years ago, and the opinions that they have. You can do that very quickly by having a simple studio set up, even shooting on mobile phones. I've shot a lot of content on the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and it is absolute quality for a first step into creating content. So when you have your employer brand, just get on with creating content, but think about how you do it. Don't just think about stories, because that's very limiting. Think about all the other things that people can talk about, because when they can provide advice to people who are thinking about how to do their job better, but also thinking about what step do I need to take next in my career, then you have some value to give to them. And that value isn't just come and join us. And when they're sharing opinion, they're ultimately showing that they absolutely know their craft inside and out. And actually remind those employees that are creating that content with you that they really know their stuff. And that itself is fantastic for employee engagement. And then when you actually ask them to share content on social media, then they're not just sharing a heavily templated message. They're actually sharing something that you co-created with them.